Hello everyone, welcome back. Bloodlust Knight here with another World of Warships video for you. Here to showcase you the Tier 6 French Premium Battleship, Dunkirk. It's a battleship well known for everyone to hate. So why does everyone hate the Dunkirk? Its accuracy. They don't like it. It's not a good ship to dominate the matches. Two bow guns just like a Jean Bart, and so you would think that, well, it's a Tier 6 Jean Bart. But if you consider it as a Tier 6 Jean Bart, you have to consideration, well, it's a Tier 6. So you can see the difference between this and the Jean Bart. This does not have a reload booster, nor does it have an engine booster. It has way less armor tiered per ratio with its tier compared to the Jean Bart. Even though Jean Bart can be easily Citadel, Dunkirk can just be massacred, especially with anything higher tier than it. But the plus side of the Dunkirk is that if you face in a matchup like this, which of course it's not a full 12v12, so it's a little bit small. What do we got? So we got at 8, 10. So we're missing 2 people each side. But when in a tier 6 matchup like this one, well, you can play it like a Jean Bart, go bow tanking. It won't be as easily massacred if you were against tier 8s, for example. Whereas a tier 8, the Richelieu will just dominate the Dunkirk no matter what. Much larger caliber, just bigger everything. 2-tier difference, of course it's always going to be that way. The other thing about Dunkirk too is it does have somewhat of a small caliber for a battleship, 330 millimeters. A little small. I'm pretty sure all the Japanese and the American ones have bigger guns than this. Also, they definitely have much better accuracy, as I stated earlier, than the Dunkirk. Very, very odd. It's why nobody likes it. You hardly see Dunkirks. To me, though, I do play Dunkirk. I've gotten it, played it, and I've enjoyed the Dunkirk ever since. It took me a while to get used to playing it, for playing a ship where its guns are in the front, none in the rear. So if they come flank you and they're behind you, you're kind of like, oh no. Caught with my pants down. So I've always enjoyed the Dunkirk. It's been one of my go-to tier 6 ships, but it's not my most played. Now, as we see, we're just going to come up the middle here. There's only one destroyer, or 2 destroyers and 1 sub at each side. And this is the example right here. This is what you see with the Dunkirk. Look how widespread that is. So, aimed it just right to the Omaha, however, aimed it towards the front, and it fired as if one turret was aimed to the left, the other was aimed to the right. As if I was doing widespread torpedoes. That's one of the main reasons why nobody likes Dunkirk. So, unsuccessful with the Omaha there. There's Pensacola, I'm waiting for the turn. Then I'm like, oh no, I'm spotted. I think I'll stop just in case. Omaha appears again. And once again, and as you can see, you can see 2 of them. Like, there's a whole cluster staying together, which would be nice. And at least that was a decent shot. Sadly, only 3 hit, but 1 was a Citadel, and it's an Omaha. But as you saw, the 2 rounds on the far left, you're just like, yeet, I'm going my own direction. And you're just like, what the? How'd they go that way? And once again, shooting the Pensacola. Oh, look at those shots. Oh, dear God, what is that? And it went everywhere but where the Pensacola was. Only 2 shots overpin in the superstructure, only doing 1900 damage. Ouch. So ideally you want to get closer with the Dunkirk, but again, the Dunkirk has very little armor compared to most other battleships. The Cavour there behind me has a lot more armor. Then what's this? Oh, they're closer together. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! What? What? You mean to tell me the Dunkirk just got a shot it's not supposed to have? Dunkirks don't normally do that. They don't get a nice clustered shot and do a double Citadel on a Pensacola? That's not how this thing's supposed to fire, so how did I get that? Well, not all the time will you get very bad accuracy. You'll get some matches like this, where it seems to Dunkirk all of a sudden goes God mode, or the game forgets. You're playing a Dunkirk, not a Jean Bart. So that was just brutal and mean. Omaha appears again, and as you see, Omaha's almost dead from my previous Citadel. And then the cash lot's coming. So here I had to stop and go into full reverse, and this is what hurts with not having the engine boost. Engine booster would make this thing really fun. But I had to stop and slow down because I don't want to get caught on the right with a submarine and on the left with the Acosta. So hit right there with the depth charge, get ready to fire another one. And I have AG loaded in case for the Acosta coming around. I love doing that too, sitting around a corner knowing they had DDs coming. Aha, I found you, battleship. I'm gonna drop my torpedo. Wait, bunch of HE. Got a flooding and hit the submarine again. Then I found out the Acosta is not coming my direction, turned around. So I went, alright, I'm gonna turn and fire another depth charge on the Cachalot. And the Cachalot pulls a sneaky one. It's Cachalot stops. Ooh, that was upsetting. Still managed to get a fire off. Don't know how, it was outside my range, but I did that. And just there. It looked like another depth charge went off and I burned it, and I don't know if it was mine or the Perths. So let me know in the comment if you saw Perths. I wasn't paying attention there. Even during match, I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know how. But I got the kill. Then I turn, I get HE loading for this Acosta, as I have to deal with it. And then there's Andrea and Iron Duke still to my right shooting me. There's Acosta. Alright, I got HE loaded, ready to go. Oh. Even I saw that. Didn't even have to zoom and change angles. I knew the Acosta was going to get hit. So Cachalot got a lucky torpedo hit. Now is when you're going to start hearing me basically tap my buttons so fast. I should be a DJ. Constantly adjusting myself and changing my speed and direction because I don't want to get caught with an Iron Duke to my right and an Andrea Doria to my left. Remember, Dunkirk has no armor. Literally has no armor for a battleship. There's the kind of shots we expect from Dunkirk. Not really go to where you want to shoot. They spread all over the place. It's horrible. So then I'm like, okay, Andrea Doria didn't slow down, so I decided to push forward and turn toward Andrea Doria. I'm like, I gotta face one of them. I can't have both of them look at my sides. Get ready to fire, and... oh, they're close together. Oh, oh, ooh. What? Twice? What? That's not supposed to happen. Come on, Wargaming, you know better than that. Dunkirk's not supposed to do that. Another well-clustered shot and a double Citadel on the Andrea Doria? Let's try that again. Oh, no. 10,000 damage, but there's the shot we were looking for. Widespread shooting in the water. It was still 10,000 damage with 4 pens. So Andrea Doria, get ready to die. Oop, there it goes. And the enemy team ran out of points. They went down to 0. So with that, GG, that's another win for the Dunkirk. As I do very well with this ship. 847,000 silver, as I only had a blue reserve on. And it is a premium ship, so you'd also get additional credits. 10,506. That's a lot of experience. Sadly, it's a premium, so I don't need it. 6,890 free experience. Okay. 103,000 damage, 2 kills, 5 citadels, 4 fires, 2 on the Iron Duke, 2 on the Cachalot, and 1 flooding on the submarine. 8 defenders, 2 depth charges, only 3. You could try, that's another thing with the Dunkirk that a lot of people don't like. Compared to all the others, the Strasbourg does get a decent secondary range, but not a lot. The 2 tier 8 premiums, the Champagne and Gascon, they have insane secondaries. Richelieu, which is the tech tree, gets insane secondary range. The tier 9s get insane secondary range, and the tier 10 has insane secondary range. Dunkirk does not. So it's another factor a lot of people don't like Dunkirk. You can increase it to give it as far as you can, but it's got to be nowhere near what everything higher than that is. And again, despite just poor accuracy as well, you never see this with a Dunkirk. You never see it. This normally never happens with a Dunkirk, so that was unusual. You could argue that I was close enough with the Andrea Doria, but you saw that second shot. It spread and went everywhere. Still luckily got 10,000 damage, but no citadels. That's typical for Dunkirk. Shotgunning them will still make you miss a lot of rounds. Or the first shot on the Pensacola just missed the ship entirely. Only 2 overpens that did 1,900 damage. So this was just an amazing game that I done with the Dunkirk, getting 2 lucky salvos, just unbelievable of what I did. Both double citadels, high caliber for my troubles of doing that. And that did end up being on the top with 1572 base experience earned. Now, I did do this live on twitch.tv/bloodlessnight if you want to watch and get lucky in seeing this, or seeing me just get complete opposite of what this match did. Which is typical about over 80% of matches I have in the Dunkirk. They end up doing nothing. Another issue with the Dunkirk is that because of its long slenderness, it gets easily burned. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you have the Dunkirk, if you like it, or if you hate it. And remember very well with World of War ships, if you have premium ships and you do not like it, do not sell it. That way, when you go and pull containers to have ships again, you're not pulling the ship again. If you already have it, it goes back in the list and finds one you don't have. So never get rid of your premium ships. But do give Dunkirk a try. Definitely give Dunkirk a try. It's one of my go-to tier 6s. I enjoy it a lot. And if you play it like you do with the Jean Bart by bound tanking, you'd be surprised at how long you last and how many dreadnoughts you get. I get a lot of dreadnoughts with the Dunkirk. So let me know what you think about this match. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you hate it. Click that subscribe button to find more videos like this in the near future. And let me know down in the comments if you have any love Dunkirk. Thanks again so much for watching. Stay safe, and until then, I'll see you next time.